the heat, the lack of heat in the Ultima. This is a 205, 3.5 liters, but it will work for any other Ultima as well. With the same problem. So you can drive it off of bricks, put it on top of a slope, on a rock, whatever you want. I'll prefer to use this. I picked this up from one of the local stores. Now what do you do? The car part, you put these things in place. But the tires are going to go up, just like that. Then you just drive back the car a little bit and drive forward. Do not stop until you get to the top. Places it's not going to fall on you. So you pop up the hood open, then we got this engine. The car is not running, hasn't been running, meaning, and it hasn't been running, so it's cold. Therefore, I can open this without a problem. Press down a little bit and go to your left. It opens up. Okay? If it's hot and it's warm and you press and go left a little bit and water starts to come out, it's really hot, tighten it back up and move away and wait until it cools down. You can start doing it with a rock, piece of rock in your hand, and go like this, so you won't burn yourself. Okay, watch out for that. Now remove that stuff from there. Hold on, so I'll position this camera. Okay. So remove this thing all the way to the left, right? Removed it. And then in here has this little bungee thing, like that. Okay. You want to put a piece of something in here. I brought a couple of things so you can, because for you to look around and see what you can use. You can use a nail and bend it over. You can use a hook, clothing hook, the stuff they used to hang your clothes in the closet. You can use that kind of little piece and bend it like the nail is, or just grab a piece of wire, one of those that has a plastic covering, which is what I'm going to use, and put it in between this metal thing and the plastic stuff. So if it's kind of hard to get in there, use your screwdriver to lift this up like that. Bend this. Alright. Bend this around like this and put it in there. All the way through. See that? This is to allow the bubbles to come out. Because inside of this, there's this little thing, this rim, that touches with this rubber part, and we want to create a space there. Now put this thing back up, and maybe let's fill this up. So now, depending on where you live, you can use water or antifreezer. If you live in a very warm place, then you can use antifreezer mixed with a little bit of water, or a little bit of antifreezer with a little bit of water, because it won't freeze where you are, right? But if you live in the area where it freezes, then you use antifreezer. The reason why we lift the car up on a ramp is to get the gravity to help us pull the water towards the engine and the air up towards us. All right, this is filled to the top. Put this thing back on. First a little bit. That's it, it's in place. Now, I'm going to cover this up for a second. All right, now, we're going to take this. See, this hose is connected to this reservoir, which should be filled up to its limit here. Here in the side it tells you what the limits are for minimum and maximum. You have to be within that range, else you're going to get bubbles. Okay, inside the engine, and then you have to do this process all over again. Grab a 10 millimeters wrench and take the screws off, which is pretty easy to take. I wonder why. So let's do that now. I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to take this one as well. This too. Alright, that's it. Stand them where you're not going to lose them. Maybe over here. Okay. Now this is free to come out. Move this to the left, to the right. And then what you want to do is probably to hold this up with something. Then we're almost ready to begin. The only thing we have left, let me put this here for a second, is to fill this up. That's about where it says max for now. I'll leave it there. Close this up. Close this thing. To get really fancy. You can grab the cab and tie up something there like this. right? And then you hang it. You can hang it over here. Hang it like this. See that? Hold on. That's it. This thing is hanging. And then we're ready to turn the car on. Because it's an automatic, if you have standard shift, don't forget to take the shift up from first gear for any gear. Take the shifter up any gear. And probably do it from the inside because I think you have to press a clutch. That's it. We're gonna let it run for a little bit until all the bubbles come back in here and get out of here. And get out of here and get up here. I'll say, I don't know, half an hour? Now, why is it leaking? Is that the stuff I spelled? Also check that you don't have any leaks in here. I'm gonna pause it. While we have this thing, let's check the power steering fluid. Looks good. Now I want to bring the RPMs up. This car is electronic, so this won't have an RPM say for you to move. You have to get inside and move it. Let's see if we see any bubbles out there. Yeah, I see movement. I don't know if you can appreciate it, but let's bring the camera over there. Let it run for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, then let it cool down with the setup as it is. So you get more air out and monitor your reservoir if maybe you need to add some more liquid. Then put everything back the way it was. Take the little wire off. Remember, wait until it cools out. And you'll be all set. Thanks for watching. I'm also doing this not only because it's fun. I'm doing it because crap. So safety rule number 1, don't leave your tools on top of the engine if you turn it off. It might get caught on the fan or something. I'm doing that because I want to get the car up to temperature. I want the temperature to rise so that water that's inside the heater core, which is over there, can get out. Air can get out. Because I think that has this. I'm not sure about this car, but most cars have not a sensor, some kind of spring, a cap with spring that opens up if it heats up, and opens up and then releases, and then water gets in there. See, if that thing is closed, the water won't get in there, and then we won't get the bubbles out of there. So we need to get the car heat up. And that will be all. That will be all. And we'll just put back everything together, and that's it. Thanks for watching.